What's up, everybody? Welcome to Smoking Table. My name is Dre.
I'm Jay.
I'm Derek the Jedi.
I'm Mr. Chan.
Our new member of the Smoking Table.
What up?
So, like we always do, here's weed news.
Hi everyone, welcome to Weed News. And I got something about Colorado. They had $66 million that the state approved them to use of the marijuana tax revenue. And they had $8 million left over because the lawmakers didn't anticipate how much they would make. I would make. And $40 million went to school construction, anti-bullying programs, and dropout prevention programs. And they still had $8 million left over. And that was really dope.
What are they doing with the $8 million?
They're sending everyone a $24 check in Colorado. Yeah, because that's how much they made, and they have to fucking give that shit back.
Redistribute it into the community.
Yeah.
Hey, splurge. You can get yourself a gram of high grade on that.
It goes right back to the weed when you get that $24.
It's like getting another Obama check. It's just like, a stimulus check, but it's only $24.
Exactly.
Hey, you can get.
But hey, if you need cigarettes, man, or a big Slurpee or something, you're good.
I mean, you can get like presidential 25 a gram up there. I mean, go out there and have a good night.
That's a great
If
idea.
I lived in Colorado and you gave me $24, I'm gonna go buy like a road joint, like you said, a big ass fucking big gulp or slushy, and then a pack of cigarettes, and I'm gonna sit in my house, smoke a cigarette, get high as fuck, drink my big gulp, fall asleep on my couch, wake up, take a big ass piss, smoke a cigarette.
That sounds wonderful.
That sounds wonderful. It'd be a
You
good
got no
night.
food in there though.
I don't need food.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, sleepover
It
power
is
is food
Hot
for me.
Pockets and Funyuns.
Yo.
That's it.
You ever put chips inside your Hot Pocket?
Yes.
You know what? That is so delicious.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you bite on the top of the Hot Pocket, you stuff it with like Doritos or like Fritos and shit.
I like doing that shit though, because I take like crackers and I crush them up and put them in my spaghettis or some shit like that.
I like crunchy food, like saucy, savory food with crunch.
Yeah.
Peanut butter Dorito hot dog.
That's fucking...
bold. I haven't done that.
That fucking burrito from Taco Bell with the Fritos in it and shit.
Oh yeah. So there you go. Everyone in Colorado, when you get that $24 check, we just gave you a bunch of ideas on what to eat
Exactly.
and what to do with that money.
Fuck
Get
yeah.
a nug.
Get a nug.
Invest it back into the marijuana community. This is your tax dollars at work. Support the cause.
Yes.
Right.
Buy another nug.
Buy some more weed. Get it back to you. Do it again.
The dispensaries will
Next
welcome
year.
you.
Yep.
They'll be like, welcome back. Are you here to give us back our $24?
We accept the check. You don't even have to cash it. Just give
Don't
us
even
the check.
sign it. We'll just take them.
We'll just take the check.
All right, so this week last Friday we had the Democratic Forum, and we also had the next debate for the Republicans on Tuesday, which was just yesterday, the 10th. And neither one of them really mentioned anything about marijuana, but locally, as far as Florida goes, the next South Florida domino has fallen, with Broward County being the new county where they are they're not saying that decriminalizing marijuana. What they're actually saying is that they are lessening the penalties for it. It's still a situation like every other place where it's decriminalized in Florida, where it's purely at the officer's discretion. But the guidelines that the county have put together offers for 3 different levels of offense, which include the first time offense that would be a $100 ticket, second time is a $250, and the third time is a $500. On the third offense, you would actually be screened randomly, I guess, for drug abuse issues, and treatment or education, if necessary, may be enforced upon you.
These are just like
But these
fines. It's not jail time or a record like going on.
No, but
record.
they have like treatment and education program. Like if you get like a traffic ticket, you may be assigned like defensive driving courses or something like that on top of that.
Yeah.
And I saw something up there where it said something about a clean record too. Like
Yeah.
that's an important thing because a lot of people don't understand the importance and they don't realize, especially if you're a person that's a working class community and you go out and it doesn't matter what the crime is, because at the end of the day, once it pops up, it's a flag for any employer that's looking to hire you. It immediately takes away that establishment of trust that they're going to have in you and taking that chance to hire you. So that puts a lot of people in a bad position right there. That's something you don't want to start with because it's one of those things where alcohol is people. So many people die every year from drunk driving and DUIs, and a lot of people, they just repeat offenders, and it continues on. But when you have something like weed, I mean, marijuana is one of those things where a lot of people tend to take it at home, and it's more like the average drinker when he comes home drinks his cocktail after work. There's no difference. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't impair you to the point where you're gonna get in the car and you're gonna murder somebody. No, you're gonna beeline it to the first Taco Bell drive-through that you could find, or a racetrack or whatever your vice is when you indulge. But I think it's something that it's an important step because you have to go in that direction if you're gonna have the people trust you and you're the government and you're at a time where a lot of things are going on amongst the population where everything is looking so negative. You have to have a positive. You have to give people something back in order to gain trust and establish a relationship where we can move forward.
Exactly. Very exactly. Definitely.
And that's why I keep saying that. I mean, as much as I am happy for the progress that's being made in Florida on the medical side, that's only half the fight. Because, I mean, half the fight is helping the people who need it for medical reasons. The other half of the fight, though, is to curtail the years and years of basically shooing people out of the system due to petty drug offenses. Because, I mean, once you get that drug offense, you no longer get your government assistance. You have, you struggle finding jobs. Like, you are slow. I mean, it's about how much you can bear. Because, I mean, you're slowly but surely going to be pushed out of the system and be in a place where a life of crime is
your only option.
Your only option.
And like Mr. Chan said, you got people out there with DUIs and crimes and everything, and now you got caught with a little bit of weed on you, and now you're in the same category as them because they don't specify you. You're a criminal now, so when you get a background check, you're a criminal.
The range of the average pot user varies so wide. I mean, this is parents, this is kids, uncles, nephews, brothers. Like, it's just people on an average daily basis. And if you honestly took everybody to smoke pot and you put them in a lineup, a lot of people are going to be shocked of who they find.
Exactly.
A lot of people still keep it secret because it's one of those things. It's been a petty squabble ever since the whole thing with the timber industry and worrying about hemp being the next product that's going to put it out. I mean, this is something that was a problem back in the 20s. It's not even a problem anymore. All the slandering and false propaganda. I mean, it's still illegal to test it here in the U.S. It's still a crime. You can't even test it or do anything with it to prove its medical purposes. It's still illegal to bring forth any documentation or research that's done here in the U.S. And I think that's something that they're putting a block on. They're limiting it because they don't want that to get out and they don't want the exposure. I think it's more of a thing to where, the more the medical industry probably hasn't figured out a way to really put it to use yet. They're not really looking at the research. They're not looking at the numbers they're going to make. They're more worried about all the other products that they're going to lose capital on that they already have money invested into.
Well, what gets me with the medical people is like, okay, they get a drug that helps something,
but it gives you all these side
you don't have access to it, so they can mark it up 300, 400% above what it costs them. Yeah. With weed, you know what weed costs. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone smoked weed. You can't sell me a gram of weed and sell it to me for $80 and tell me this. I'm like, no, I know what weed costs. You're gonna
still go and get it from that person.
I think they're halting the process because they can't spike it up.
I mean, but you gotta
300% because no one's gonna buy it.
You gotta think of how much money and influence that the medical industry has. It's a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate itself. If you put all those companies together, Pfizer, all this stuff like that, I mean, these are huge companies that make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. I mean, they have the money and power to put money behind people to sit up and take their side and be like, look, we're still not gonna allow the testing of this drug to prove its medical uses. We're just going to keep blockading it and, just avoiding it. Just when they ask a question about it, like the medical research and the proof from all around the world, they still refuse to stop and analyze the situation, look at any of the proof, because they just don't want to hear it. They're waiting to find the perfect way to market to where they can make mass billions across the whole U.S. They're waiting to find the perfect plan to put into play to where it's going to be, it's the number one selling product in the world. And I think that's probably what's going to hinder the legalization of it. It's going to put so many other products, it's going to surpass so many other industries, and it's going to skyrocket.
A lot of big name companies are going to go out of business.
And think about it, who are going to be the owners? These are going to be the people that were sitting here supporting this and backing this, and they still look at those people as being incapable of being members of a fully functioning society. That's how they play it. I mean, they try to make you look like you're not just the average person who goes, works your 9 to 5, comes home and relax. They try to make it look like you're some super criminal out there that's gonna smoke it and go crazy and go Martin on the boulevard. That's not how it works. I mean, like, everybody knows at least one person who smokes.
So that was a big win for Broward County.
Yes.
Which is awesome because that's where a majority of my family lives. So when I go down to visit in Pompano and Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach has actually moved to they moved back their vote until December. But I mean, they're likely to pass as well. And I mean, at that point, you're talking about 3 of the biggest counties in Florida as far as population goes. And I mean, it's just a matter of time at that point. You can't say, and for a third of the Floridian population, marijuana has been decriminalized, and everybody else has just got to deal with it.
Exactly. There's little stepping stones that you got to take. You got to go.
I mean, the rest will follow suit. It's all once they see the increased growth of their income within the first year, it's gonna be like a domino effect, because every county is gonna want to get in on this, and it's like that marketing scheme that they sell you on TV. Once somebody gets in on it, everybody's gonna want to get in on it and make money too.
And that's just, I just hate the baby step process, because It's like, you're going to do this and then you're going to see the revenue that you're getting in from civil penalties, only to realize that you can make so much more money off of taxation and finally go that route. Why not skip the middleman process? Why not speed up the snail pace?
Exactly, because they already know. Because when you, like you said, the civil penalties, like after a couple of those civil penalties that you're getting from those people, eventually turns into you paying money because you have them in jail, in prison, because they keep getting in trouble. They keep coming and paying their fines and their fees, but eventually you throw them in jail because of these little things that you keep catching them on. And then at that point, taxpayers are paying for them.
Yep.
When you could just be getting that money from the taxpayers in the first place by legalizing the marijuana.
It's one of those things that's going to cause agitation in the community as well. People are going to get tired of, I'm tired of getting thrown into jail for something that's legal here sometimes, and then sometimes it's not. Because that's a big debate about it.
And that's the other thing. The discretion causes for all types of issues based on bias. Because, I mean, what makes, a police officer give this person a ticket versus this person in the exact same situation?
So, in the little counties, when they legalize weed, are they like opening like little shops and shit? Or are you saying?
No.
Not yet.
This is decriminalization basically goes to, if you are caught with weed, this is what happens now. There's no shops being set up. There's no real legalization to it.
You still cannot sell marijuana or receive marijuana or grow. It's just going to lighten up some of those people.
Yeah, it just gives you, for possession charges, it gives you a civil penalty instead of a misdemeanor.
Now, is this thing, will it be, like, if you get caught from now on, or will it go back and get rid of people's past charges?
This is only if you're caught from now on.
Okay,
Like I
so
said,
people
I'm
who still have a
discussing
drug
the
charge
police.
are going to keep their drug charge.
Well, yeah, because I mean, at the county level, they can't really do much as far as like suspending anybody's sentences or anything like that.
That's it. Is that
The
They
only
should
thing
really start looking
the only
into
thing you can do is really create county ordinances.
now at a state level? Can they start doing that, or would that have to be a national level before they start?
Well, it depends on if it was state or federal charges.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they should just have it where they're gonna make the fucking money off you anyway, and just have you pay to expunge it.
Exactly.
I mean, you win, we win.
Everybody's happy.
There you go. I fucked up, so hey, I don't care if I have to pay $100.
And most people who get that first time caught or first time charge, they're, I don't know a percentage, but a majority of them are just in a situation at that moment. They don't smoke weed regularly. They just happen to get caught that one time, and they're not going to do it again. It's that one time that messes people up. So I think the fees are a good idea. Because you get caught that one time, you throw $100. If you're not a regular smoker...
It shouldn't even be $100. It should be like a $25 fine.
Well, that person's never going to smoke again.
Because you know what?
Because
you think about it. You think about it. If it's $100, you're gonna run that up. You're gonna run that 3 strikes real quick, and then you're gonna catch some charge or some shit like that.
Well, that's why it escalates.
I mean, if you put it at just a basic $25 fine, like they got fines for littering and shit like that. Like you know how much money they would make.
Yeah.
Just don't let it build up and count against you. It's just like fines.
Well, I know if I got to my second one and they charged me $250, there's no way in hell I'm gonna get caught again and have to pay $500.
Oh hell no!
Hell no. There's so many other better things I can spend $500 on. So now moving on to our next segment. Fallout 4 came out recently, and me and Derek the Jedi went to childhood days and had like a sleepover.
It was amazing.
But so no, we played Fallout 4. I originally made a plan where we were gonna play the night it came out, but I miscalculated my midnightness, and I don't understand when midnight happens apparently because the game came out Monday night at midnight. I thought it came out Tuesday night at midnight, so. I played originally by myself. The first night I played for 7 hours straight. The second night, Derek the Jedi came over and he played. And it's incredible. It's like such a change from number 3 that it blows your mind. There's so many things. Like even today when I was playing, I'm already 14 hours in and playing today. There's still new things I was figuring out I could do.
For real?
And it was blowing my mind.
Oh, shit.
And like... I didn't even start I'm only 2 missions into the story, but I'm 14 hours into the game because I'm running around and doing a bunch of other shit. When you can build stuff in this game, I realized, because you scrap a bunch of shit, I built a house, I built some stairs, and then I realized that the roofs don't need to have support. So I built this huge walkway around the town that I'm living in, floating in the sky.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
And I just walk around it, and it was amazing. Like
It's like you're
like fucking Cloud City.
angel
yeah,
shit.
physics don't mean shit in this game. So I'm running around doing shit, and I literally have a sky path that's just going around. It was incredible.
Dude, that'd be awesome because if I could do that in real life, I'd make like Q*bert steps
Oh,
to the
God,
second
yeah.
story of my house.
Yeah.
Every time you step on a fucking square, it lights up.
Oh no, that would fuck with me because I'd have to like go back and I'd be
You
playing
imagine doing
Q*bert
that in
in
the
real
dark,
life.
walking down the steps in the
Oh.
dark, walking down the steps in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's
That'd
genius.
be fucking awesome.
Make that, sell that shit, make some money.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
I would do that. I would reenact the Michael
Awesome.
Jackson video.
Yes, all the way down the fucking steps.
All the way down the
Until
stairs
you
with the
fucking-
music playing.
Until you think you can fucking dance and then you trip and roll down about halfway, catch a concussion. All of a sudden, you don't want to dance on light up squares anymore.
I don't think concussion will get rid of it. I still want to do it. Just like every time I see a big piano, I run across that bitch.
He died at the bottom of the steps with a smile on his face.
Fucking neck twisted around, arm over the head. It's like, it was worth it. It was worth it.
You
Michael
get to the
Jackson?
gates and they're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be like, hold on, dude. First of all, it was awesome. I would totally do it again if you sent me back.
Oh man, I would. So yeah, Fallout 4 is awesome. I have it for the Xbox. Never played it on the PS4, but pretty sure it's the same.
I'm gonna get it on the PS4 Friday. Cause
So yeah, Fallout 4 was dope. I'm getting Black Ops Friday, so I think I'm gonna be into that for a week. So yeah, so buy Fallout 4 because it's awesome. All right, so moving on now. Coming in December, on our YouTube page, The Smoking Table, we're gonna introduce our brand new show, which I've advertised on the Tumblr, but it's gonna be Smoky Movies with Dre. Now, the title is Smoky Movies with Dre. The movies aren't all gonna be smoky movies because there's some movies I like to watch when I'm high, like Inside Man. Has nothing to do with drugs. But that movie, when you're high, you really believe Gerard Butler is the smartest motherfucker in the world.
Oh, God.
Alright? And fucking Denzel Washington is never gonna catch him. And it just blows your mind. If you haven't seen Inside Man when you're high, watch that
I gotta
fucking
see
movie.
that shit.
What's
It's
that shit
only
about?
blunt or joint worthy. Like, and that's another thing brings up. My movies will be rated off for bowls, joint, or blunt. Depending on the movie.
Where's the bar?
What's the highest rating?
Blunt.
Oh.
Like, if I could smoke a blunt and watch your movie and enjoy it, that means it was a good-ass movie. Because if I smoke a blunt and I'm watching a movie, I'm going to lose interest if that shit ain't good. Because I'm high as fuck and I'm going to watch something else. In the middle of the movie, I will change your shit. So, that would be how the rating system goes. But the show comes in December. And we're going to kick off the show with my most hated movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
The bats. The bats.
First off, there's a lot of things I have to say about that movie. So, the first guest on my show is going to be Bob because we share completely different views of this movie. And yeah, so coming in December.
Dude, I got one thing to say though, man. Humping fucking reptiles, bro. The humping reptiles. That shit was fucking.
Tell me how that made sense. Tell me how the fourth.
I'm still trying to figure that the fuck
It
out.
doesn't make
I've seen
sense.
the movie like 4 times just to try to understand it.
Nothing in that
There's
fucking
no-
movie
there's
makes
no-
sense.
Isn't he
I
just
was lost.
hallucinating?
Bro,
He's tripping balls the
Isn't
whole movie.
Oh,
what
shit.
the fuck? That's like some kind of trippy shit. Like, you know, like you just thinking about.
It was
That's like
tripping
some
balls for
butterfly
2
effect
days.
type
The
shit.
only
You
the only
don't know what the
positive
fuck's
thing
going
I have to
on.
say about that
The
movie
butterfly effect.
is
damn.
congratulations.
movie.
Because
Holy
if I did
shit.
that many drugs, there is no way in hell I would have got any photos of that race. I wouldn't have even been in fucking Las Vegas anymore if I was on that many drugs. I would have been in a fucking another country. Alright? Mescaline, first off,
Bro,
I would have been gone.
let's go
I would've
to the
been
fucking
gone.
desert and trip
What's
with the
next?
Indians, bro. Like,
No, I've done peyote once in my
Spirit
life.
walk your
I got
ass
lost
out
in
of
the
that
woods for 6 hours. Okay? I
You
don't like
got
that
what?
shit. I did peyote once. I got lost in the woods for 6 hours.
oh, that's
I'm
not.
not done for that.
Did you have one of those spirit walks?
No, bro, I was terrified, bro. I was chasing this little white light that looked like a bunny, bro. I was
Oh,
fucked
shit.
up.
You look like a cat chasing a
I
laser.
literally, we're all chilling, riding down this fucking dirt path. I get off of the four-wheeler and I leave all my friends and I just run into the woods.
Fucking
Yo.
They were looking for me. They gave up looking for me after an hour, which I felt bad about because I'm like, damn, I'm not worth more than an hour to find in the woods.
Wow.
But regardless, that movie was horrible. So
Dude,
that
you're
would be
like
my
the-
first movie.
You were like the cat being a fucking
No,
with the laser.
yeah.
he got fucking like Daryl'd from fucking Walking Dead. You remember he was talking about he got fucking lost out in the woods. He was lost for like 3 weeks. Comes home and just makes a fucking sandwich.
like nothing ever happened.
Nobody knew he was fucking gone.
Oh man. So smoking movies with Dre is gonna be dope. And yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
it's gonna be awesome. So check
Yes,
it out.
is.
It's gonna be some good shit. It's gonna be good.
How do you feel about Leonardo DiCaprio movies?
Fucking
Love him,
I
Leo
love
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
bro.
movies.
Fucking Wolf on Wall Street.
That's the
It's
best
fucking-
movie ever.
Bro, when you start a fucking movie off with a Office Space midget toss,
You're good
Bro.
to go.
I was
Set.
in. You had me.
You
I was
had-
gonna watch that shit no matter what.
Exactly.
the first scene is him snorting cocaine into some, you know?
Yeah.
Like I
Now, The Wolf of Wall Street came at a bad time because that's the same time they released Dallas Buyers Club.
yeah.
I watch both because I watch my Oscar movies every year. And I love Leo. I hate Matthew McConaughey. He deserved that Oscar over Leo, without a doubt. I was completely content with that.
Leonardo DiCaprio, man. You can't put him in that box. He's a fucking veteran. When you talk about any when you talk about genres, who's the best rapper, who's the best producer, who's the best
Leonardo is the
You
best.
talk about actors that are seasoned actors that you don't even realize. They're like the Busta Rhymes of the movie game, because you don't even realize how long you've been enjoying them for until you actually sit down and go back and you look at everything that you've watched and you're like, damn, I love this. And I think the society moves so fast nowadays that we underestimate some of the people that really put a lot of work in.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Like
he was a
he's so
child doing the
versatile,
movies.
man. Fucking Gilbert
Fred-
Grape.
Yeah.
Fred Savage. Fred
God.
Savage has been entertaining us
Savage.
for years, and no one realized
Which
it.
one? Hold on. Is that Wonder Years or fucking Boy Meets
It's
World?
Wonder Years.
Years.
Ben has been trying to stay
Ben
on
was
TV.
Boy Meets World.
Fred has been making TV. Right? Fred disappeared, and everyone's like, "Oh, Fred Savage is gone." You look at any fucking movie show or TV show you watch, Fred Savage is a producer on that bitch.
Credits.
Any comedy,
You gotta watch those credits, man.
Yeah, he touches so many shows across every
You
channel.
know who was doing that too? The guy that was in the first season of American Horror Story that played the dad.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
The
what's
Murder
his
House
name?
one?
Oh,
I
yeah, he's
forget
a
his name.
writer, a
Uh-huh.
producer, director, and
Yep.
actor. Yeah,
Yeah.
he,
The
guy that
he
did The
touches
Maid?
everything.
The guy that did The Maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy
shit.
touches
Nah.
everything, bro.
Damn.
The-
He looks like Drake from fucking Uncharted.
he looks like I always get him and John Hamm confused because they kind of look alike to me.
Yeah, if they ever made an Uncharted movie, that dude would be the Uncharted
Yeah.
character.
You know who's an underestimated actor? It's like more like a B or C list actor that I really like when he's in movies though, but I don't think a lot of people really know shit about him yet. Fucking Carl Urban, Dredd, the guy that did the last Dredd movie.
Oh yeah, the guy
Carl
who got his
Urban.
ass beat by Bruce Willis
He was
in Red.
and he was in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
and he was in a whole bunch of just
He
good
was
ass
on
shit.
Fox.
The first Red movie.
He was on Fox in Minority Report when they try to make the TV
No, not the
show.
Minority Report. The Almost Human or something.
Yeah,
like
Almost
that.
Human, same
Yeah.
robot shit.
Yeah, but he's a great actor, bro. And like a lot of people don't even know who the hell Carl Urban is, but I enjoy a lot of his shit.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, this is what you have to look forward to with Smoking Movies with Dre, because I fucking love movies. I can talk about movies all goddamn day.
And now people are gonna know who the fuck Carl Urban is.
Yes.
He's fucking Judge
There you go,
Dredd.
Carl Urban, because that Dread was the shit.
Yes, it was when they mounted that big ass fucking gun.
Oh my
And just
god.
started chucking away at that fucking concrete,
It
bro.
was
I was like, that's
crazy.
fucking awesome.
Crazy.
He should have been fucking RoboCop.
Yep. Because
No.
RoboCop sucked.
And they should have just rewritten the whole damn thing.
They didn't even make another Dread.
Like he was
Give
just
me a
like
Dredd too.
he was just like a lung and a throat and a piece of brain floating
Mhm.
in a fucking like.
Yep. Give me a
Nah.
Dread too. I'm happy. I'll take it.
You know what, Peter Weller, shout out, you killed that shit.
So, talking about actors, Shia LaBeouf just got done doing some more art that he calls it. Recently, the past couple days, I'm acting like I'm just letting you know that because he's still doing it now, but the show goes Friday, so I'm pretending like gotcha. Over the past couple days, Shia LaBeouf sat in a movie theater for 55 hours and watched every movie that he was in. Not even starring in, that he was in. Okay?
So anything, period.
Anything, period, that he was in. All right,
If he was
so
Little Timmy in A Christmas Story in the background in 1982, he's
iRobot, 4 minutes in the movie. That's it.
Constantine, 15 minutes.
Exactly. A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints. That was a Robert Downey Jr. movie. Nobody cared. I don't even remember Shia LaBeouf being in that movie.
What movie?
A Guide to Recognizing Your
Fucking
Saints.
Robert
What the
Downey
fuck?
Jr. I love that guy. He's so fucking
He's
funny.
amazing.
funny as hell.
You ever
Dude.
seen Charlie Bartlett?
Yes.
Awesome movie.
Awesome movie.
Yes.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah. He's
But-
a drunk principal.
So he's sitting in the movie theater. Everyone is allowed to come in as long as there's seats. And you've been watching him and watching his faces. And if you know anything about Shia LaBeouf, because I like him, I follow him, I watch all of his movies. I think he's amazing coming from Even Stevens to where he's at
Oh
now.
yeah. Loved Even Steven.
If you're a big fan of him and you've seen his lesser known work like Nymphomaniac, then you know he whipped out his dick in Nymphomaniac. So
Gangbang on the track.
exactly.
There you go.
So everybody's
Just do
everybody's in that theater, and even if you've seen the movie, still seeing the movie and watching him whip out his dick while he's in front of you,
Oh god.
and just looking at him and being like, hey, that's your dick up there. That's your dick on the TV. You know, it was crazy. So his reactions. The best part about the live stream is there's no sound. You just see his face. you got to keep up with finding out what movies it is by tracking how it is. Transformers Dark of the Moon, literally he hated that movie and he expressed it very much through facial expressions in the movie. He got up halfway through the movie and left and didn't come back for 25 minutes.
That's just because he missed Megan Fox. That's all that was.
He missed Megan Fox and he didn't want to do the fucking movie. Once they said Megan Fox was gone, he was like, why am I going to do this movie? I'm a grown-ass man now. I'm not even Sam Lipnicki anymore. I'm a grown-ass man.
What the hell else did he have to do? Go make Crystal Skull #2? Like,
I love that movie.
I haven't seen that movie. Is it good?
If you're an Indiana Jones fan,
it was good, but it was just like, I don't know. I couldn't believe you being Indiana Jones' son.
No, that's what got it for me.
He was Indiana Jones?
He was Indiana Jones' son, but the spoiler alert.
Sorry guys, we're like, that movie came out.
That movie came out like 8
ago.
years ago. So
if you haven't seen it,
his character in the movie was kind of horrible. Like he portrayed what seemed like a 50s like punk. Like I felt like he should have been on Grease instead of being his fucking Indiana Jones' son. You know,
got hit in the head by the rat rod.
Exactly. So people are watching all these movies. He's only in like. The craziest one is Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, which he was a dirt bike rider in.
I didn't even see that.
18 seconds. I looked it up. He was in the movie for 18 seconds. If they screen that movie, that theater's going to be empty.
That's like Ludacris's part in The Wash.
Exactly.
like 10 seconds long.
Don't show that movie, man. So I'm waiting because I think it's going to end with the Even Steven movies. Because anything after that, I don't even think they have to be able to put on a projector screen.
Dude, that'd be like the girl from Halloween Town going back and watching all her work.
Oh, God.
Like, I've been in Kleenex commercials. Like, I'm going to watch those.
Halloween Town's so bad. So, through all this, I've been watching Shia Lebeouf and watching all this shit he's been doing today and the past couple days or whatever. I think if he wants to make real art, what he needs to do is at the end of the whole thing is walk up, stand in front of the screen, look at everybody with the widescreen behind him, and just...
No, dude, no.
It would end it perfectly.
No, I could...
That is
Shia LaBeouf's dead after a long...
I've ever
He realized he sits there and watches everything
that
he's
is
done.
weird. Like, why? You gotta think about that. That does sound kind of fishy. But you know it'd be weird? If he tried to be like all modern artsy, how a lot of motherfuckers try to do nowadays, and just act completely crazy and go up there and like get butt ass naked and fucking cover himself in paint from head to toe and just print himself on the fucking screen and then just walk the fuck out covered in paint, different color paint.
These are my movies, and then just walks out. This is me.
So go watch my movies. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yesterday you said yesterday. Today.
I did
Tomorrow.
say yesterday.
Yes.
I think he asked somebody to watch one of his movies, and somebody must have replied, "Don't ask me to do something that you wouldn't even do." And he's doing this shit to prove
So
a point
like,
to somebody.
I'll watch all 55 hours of my motherfucking movies.
I'll
bro.
watch my whole career the next 72 hours.
Yo, what if this catches on? Like next, you got like Vin Diesel watching all of his movies.
I get the feeling like James Franco would be the next person.
I feel like James Franco already watches his own movies. Like you walk into James Franco's house, and every TV in his house.
Pineapple Express is playing in the living room.
They're all playing.
And you got like Spider-Man 3 in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
That's crazy, man.
I James Franco, man. I'm sorry.
127 hours, man.
Was a horrible movie.
I know.
No one should have ever made a movie about that man's life. I'm sorry. Whatever that guy. Sorry.
That brings me back to the fucking the roast where fucking Jeff Ross got up there. He's like 127 hours. That's how much James Franco's grandmother has to live after watching that movie. I was just like, oh, that's.
It was a bad movie, man. I mean,
Him and Seth Rogen.
if you read the news report of that guy's life, you watched the movie. There was no point in watching that movie. Guy cut off his arm. Rock fell on arm, cut off arm, left.
That just seems fucking boring.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to market to that fucking small market of people that like to watch that shit about people that overcome certain shit. Like
The same time that movie came out, Ryan Reynolds released that Buried movie, where he was in a coffin for an hour and a half.
What?
He was in a coffin, buried under the ground for an hour and a half. That was the
That's
movie.
one of those
I gotta watch
completely
that
unnecessary movies like Phone Booth that Rob Lowe. If they did like some shit like that with all the characters, the younger guys that are doing it now, and then like 10 years from now they do that like fucked up character version of themselves, like super creepy fucking Jason Statham or some shit.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, I just thought of one of those commercials. You have Rocky come out and be like, yo, rah, 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 and then Sylvester Stallone come out and be like, oh, rah, 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 rah. Like, awesome.
Subtitle that shit. And don't even
I'm
give
young
him.
athletic Sylvester Stallone.
No, don't even word it. Just subtitle the sounds. It's just a whole bunch of U's and R's.
I want my TV. Sign me up. I want your cable. I need your cable. You just made me piss myself.
That's how I feel after I watch those fucking Rob Lowe commercials. How about the Eli Manning? The fucking bad
Tony Romo is my favorite.
I haven't seen the Tony
Oh,
Romo.
what does he do?
Hi, I'm Tony Romo, and I have DirecTV. And I'm Tony Romo. I'm arts and crafty Tony Romo. He made a cup. What was it? It was a
Cupcake and a brownie.
It's a cupcake and brownie. He's like, I made a cupcake and a brownie. I'm
No.
calling it a crownie.
What the fuck? That can't be as bad as the fucking Chunky commercials. Remember the Chunky Soup commercials?
Oh yeah.
Fucking somebody's mother pops out of a fucking
That
locker
is-
somewhere in the middle
That's
of the
not your
locker.
mom. That's not your mom.
Donovan,
Donovan.
boy, you better get over here and eat this chunk of Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Your mom has not been in that locker room all fucking
No,
day.
she was fucking hiding in somebody's locker, bro.
Your mom was at home and shit.
I think what ended it was the Richard Sherman, because I haven't seen a Chucky commercials after Richard Sherman did the horrible helicopter one where he's coming down from the sky. His mom was like, here, Richard, and throws in the fucking thing. I'm like,
Oh my god. Just
can you
fucked it
imagine
up
the
for
casting
everybody.
call for that? Older, thick black woman pretending to be someone's mom. And that's amazing.
You know what's funny, because my kids were watching an episode of Teen Titans Go the other day, and there was an episode where Cyborg gets confused and like somebody rewires his program to think that he's an old black grandma.
Oh,
He's
yes.
walking around. I'm like, what'd you say, honey? He's just whacking people with a fucking rolling pin or some shit.
See, I can't get that high pitch. My voice is back, but it can't go high anymore. It shuts off and it goes high.
Your voice is on strike.
It is. It is. But I'm talking, that's good for me. Alright, so, Shia Lebeouf, I love you. I hope you hear our podcast, because
That's right.
I
Just
think
do
you're
it.
awesome. Just do it.
Just do it.
Listen to my podcast. Just do it.
Yesterday you said tomorrow.
Has anybody seen Beans from Me and Steamers lately?
Oh damn.
Oh, dude, he looks fucked up.
Does anybody have some bacon?
He grew up. He's a teacher. He's a teacher at a university.
Bro,
That's creepy.
He couldn't be my
Fuck.
teacher, because I'd be like, did anybody say bacon?
Oh god, yeah. No, I would never ever respect that human being as my teacher.
It's like Urkel, just completely damaged.
He would have to be a high school teacher just so they don't know who the fuck he is. I wouldn't even tell people he's an actor, because then they look
This
me
just be
like,
like, it'd just end up being like Urkel, man. The only two options you got is to do fucked up Family Matters reference commercials, or fucking be in a show where we degrade you by degrading a whole bunch of other people to feel on weird shit in the dark. So, there's that.
I think Derek the Jedi has his mind tricks coming up.
Welcome to Derek the Jedi's Mind Trips. And today we're going to be talking about what our favorite food to eat when we're high is. And mine is fucking macaroni and cheese.
What?
I love macaroni and cheese.
What?
As fuck.
Okay.
It's like
okay.
porn, to each his own.
I mean, yeah, I can't argue with it.
There's
I
a
mean,
like when you whisk it, like
That's a really weird sound.
that's so fucking cool.
It's like, yeah, get that cheese in
Ooh,
there.
yeah.
Turn
That
from
cheese
powder
is-
to that yellowy substance that we can't quite
do you do
describe.
Kraft or Velveeta? Do you have a specific mac and cheese you like?
No, I
He's like,
fuck-
hell nah, this
I like
tube like
macaroni
to
and
cover the
cheese.
cheese.
Mac and cheese.
I like hamburger helper,
I love hamburger.
but I can't
helper.
like.
My favorite
Takes too
hamburger
goddamn
helper is cheesy hash browns. I can't make it. My mom has to make it for me. I'm a grown ass man. My mom comes to visit. I tell her to make me cheesy hash browns, hamburger helper. But yeah, I like mac and cheese, but I don't like the pouch one with the Velveeta because there's not enough cheese in there. You give me the I feel like the powder. You add a little bit of milk, not too much. You get it nice and cheesy. You get to go.
Yeah.
Y'all are making me fucking hungry.
Hungry as shit.
Usually
I'm
what
gonna go home
happens.
and eat.
You can go home and eat.
Not right now.
Mm.
When I go home, I'm gonna eat.
This is like I'm hungry. All right, guys, bye. I'm gonna go home and eat.
I'm gonna walk.
I'm gonna walk all the way the fuck home and eat. All right. Well, my favorite food when I'm high is I want to just say food.
Ding, 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 ding,
Um,
ding, 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 ding.
Next, come back to me, because I have a thing.
You got the skip card. You
Because
pulling
I
out
love
the skip
pizza. Just go.
Go ahead.
I
I
love
was just messing
pizza,
with you.
but when I'm high, I love pizza. I love tacos, but when I'm high, I love tacos. So I think in general, I just like food when I'm high.
That's very true.
I just love
like,
food.
Like you like food more when you're high.
When I'm,
Any food.
I love
You
food,
enjoy it
man.
better.
High or sober, I love food, bro.
But it increases when you get high.
Oh yeah. When I'm high, honestly, you know what? Sandwiches. I
Yeah.
fucking love a
Fucking
sandwich
bomb.
when I'm high, man.
Yo.
You make a bomb ass sandwich on like butter bread with some ham, some pepper
butter
jack
bread.
cheese, some lettuce, onion,
You ever
tomato.
tried potato bread?
Potato bread is the
Potato
bomb,
bread,
yo.
yes.
Oh man.
That Arnold shit that they be having in the store. Oh,
Yo,
man.
so yeah, sandwiches, that's my high food, man. When I'm high, even if like no matter what, I could have literally just bread and ham sandwich for me. I like to have, the expanded stuff,
Yeah.
but no one in my house eats sandwiches. So there's always lunch meat there, and if there's no lunch meat, it means I ate all the lunch meat. No one else eats the lunch meat. So I'm just like sandwich all day, every day.
It's the best.
And everything can be put on a bun or bread. You can put everything on a bread. Someone's like, I'm gonna eat spaghetti and meatballs. I'm gonna be like, put it on bread.
Sweet, sour, salty,
Sweet,
don't matter.
Everything, yo. Everything goes on bread. Meatloaf.
You ever fucking
Meatloaf
dip
is so
bread in
goddamn
spaghetti
good.
sauce?
Oh, dude.
Delicious.
Yeah.
All the time, bro. Oh,
Bread.
man.
Fucking garlic bread.
We had bread last night with spaghetti. No, wait, what were we eating? Chicken and rice. We had rolls.
Oh shit.
Delicious. The Hawaiian rolls are banging too.
I love the lagoon.
I don't like Hawaiian rolls. I hate legumes. I don't like Hawaiian rolls.
It took some getting used
There
to, but I came around. This shit
I don't like anything Hawaiian. Hawaiian pizza, Hawaiian rolls. One thing Hawaiian I like is pineapples.
Not even
Spam.
Hawaiian shirts, bro.
I don't like Spam, bro. I hate Spam.
What?
What's
No,
Spam?
I don't like Hawaiian
What
shirts.
even-
I'm fat, but I'm not fat enough to like Hawaiian shirts.
What does spam even taste like? What does spam even taste like?
You never had Spam?
No.
Spam is like some salty,
Tastes like
gelatinous, squished to a brick type meat that you can't quite describe what it is. But when you grow up in the hood, it's something that you get used to because motherfuckers will make Spam burgers. If a motherfucker can make a Spam burger out of it, bro.
You slice your Spam about your finger length width. You grill it, sear it on both sides. Put it on a sandwich with cheese and mayonnaise.
Eggs.
I don't do eggs. I just do
I
cheese
love
and
eggs.
mayonnaise. I'm good to go. I'll eat Spam if I absolutely have to. If I look at my pantry, all I see is Spam. Or I'll eat Spam before I eat pasta.
Bro, I'll murder chicken babies all day. I'm serious.
We're talking about eggs?
Yes. I'll murder chicken babies
I was
all
either
day.
thinking eggs or chicken nuggets. Because I assume you just like to get small nuggets, you just gotta get small chicken.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, what's your food, Jay?
I think I like sandwiches too, but I mean, for me, it's strictly peanut butter and jelly. Like I get like grades, I get on some grade school shit when I'm high.
You get a
Between peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and freaking peach rings. Peach rings
oh my God.
are amazing.
I love Swedish
Yeah.
fish.
My actually, like one of my Cambodian homeboys from Cali put me on the peach rings when you're high, and it's been
It's
stuck
so
with me ever
good.
since.
The texture, the fucking like the taste.
I can't do peach rings. I've never eaten a peach in my life.
I don't like the
Because
actual peach,
because
but I'll
it's
eat
fuzzy.
the peach rings.
and I want to eat fuzzy food. I was always taught if your food was fuzzy, don't eat it 'cause it's bad.
You can peel the skin off.
Don't matter to me.
If your food shaves with a Gillette razor, you might want to stay away from that shit.
But I've had peach rings when you've had them. And, you know, I'll eat them. When you're high, they are good. It's like they got a certain They
only
do.
go when you're high.
They only go when you're high. Cause
Fucking gummy worms are fucking amazing.
gummy worms are good all the fucking time. I would live off gummy worms.
Gummy
I like
anything,
ice cream.
man.
You ever have an ice cream?
Nah, I haven't tried gummies and ice cream.
They don't put
They get
gummies
all
in
hard
ice
and shit.
They get hard. I don't like it. I got weak people teeth.
This ice cream cone is slightly chilly.
So wait, what kind of sandwich? Oh, you said peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Mine's honestly is cereal, man. Just because you got variety. I could fucking, if I'm in the mood for Apple Jacks or fucking Golden Grams or fucking Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles, whatever.
It's easy.
I'll be buying like fucking 20 different kinds of the fucking Walmart bootleg bags of cereal, the ones that are big as fuck.
Yeah.
And it comes in the bag because you
Trash
get.
bag worth of cereal.
Oh my god, bro!
Yo,
I could take that big ass mixing bowl and put a whole fucking little box in there, man, and fucking eat that shit while I'm watching cartoons on Netflix. Like, it's just
what's the kind of cereal with the like? It's like a circle with like a little dot in it. It tastes like honey or some shit.
a circle with a little dot in it. You mean the
The
Cheerios?
O's?
No, what?
The O's?
No, fuck.
Honey Nut Cheerios?
It's not like a hole. It's like a dot.
Like the Quaker O's.
Fuck.
Or honey,
With the frog on it.
Yeah.
Smacks.
Yeah.
Smacks.
those are
Honey
fucking
smacks.
bangers.
Things that look like little vaginas.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Those
Yo,
are fucking delicious.
Those are
Dude,
amazing.
have you ever like fucking just take the bowl and you pour some of that shit in there and you eat like 2-3 rounds of cereal? When you go to drink
Yo,
that milk, that shit's so
cereal when I
sweet.
get home,
Yo,
bro.
You're just like,
That's my
"Oh."
problem with cereal. You give me some CT Crunch, bro. I'm gonna eat half that box in one sitting. Cause like I'm gonna pour the bowl in there.
You try to get your
Pour the
milk sweet.
I'm trying to get the ratio right because I'll eat the cereal and be like, damn, I still got milk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll pour more cereal in there, and I'm like, damn, I ain't got enough milk. So I'll pour more milk in there, and then I'll just keep going back and forth until finally there's just nothing in the bowl, and I'm out of box of cereal and a gallon of milk.
You know what I always thought was a good idea? Just because I love reusing my like cereal milk and shit like that until it gets nice and sweet, bro. Fucking like I eat like 2-3 little bowls or whatever and shit like that till it gets nice and sweet, bro. I always thought motherfuckers should filter milk through cereal, bro. Filter milk through cereal and make a flavored milk. Like you go get chocolate milk. You could get like Lucky Charms milk. You could get like fucking Fruity Pebbles milk.
Dude,
Oh,
Reese's
shit.
Puff
Fucking Cocoa
milk would be
Pebbles milk.
What?
Yes. You understand what I'm
Cocoa
saying?
Pebbles.
Oh.
Yo, Cocoa Pebbles milk.
That's
bro.
a
chocolate
mogul
milk,
move
bro.
right there. That's a big idea.
You know what I
Fruity
saw
Pebbles.
the other day? Apple Jacks have marshmallows in them now. No. Why?
I don't know, but
Why would
fuck
you
it, I'm game.
No. Okay, first off, I don't like dehydrated marshmallows that are in cereal alone. Lucky Charms, they can keep their marshmallows.
Fuck.
But why? Apple Jacks is its own thing. And like it's not even like colored marshmallows. They look like regular white
It's
marshmallows.
just another option, bro. Like fuck it.
It's in my house right now. I look up, I'm like, oh my god, Apple Jacks. I'm like, wait a minute. What?
Apple Jacks with marshmallows.
And then I'm like, Fruit Loops. Marshmallows. I was like, why the fuck you keep buying cereal and marshmallows? She's like, they were on
They hurt me.
sale.
They feel weird on my teeth.
I don't like them.
Feels like you're chewing styrofoam.
Yeah, that's what it is. So like, I'll
But
sit
fuck
there
it,
and I'll
I mean,
give
it's
my
delicious.
kids all the
If
marshmallows.
If
and I'll eat
fucking
the
regular
cereal.
styrofoam tasted like fucking cereal marshmallow taste, I would eat a fucking
Dude, I just
whole
go.
chunk of styrofoam.
I wouldn't have any
bro.
regular plates in my house. So I'll be styrofoam and just eat it when I'm done.
Bro, I would have to have like teeth caps or something just to eat that shit, bro, because I would lose all my fucking teeth. I'd be looking like bling bling from bum fights and shit, bro. Pull the marshmallows up my collar.
I hate marshmallows. I think they're.
I don't like regular marshmallows. Them big ass squishy fucking marshmallows. Them shits is there's something unnatural, unsettling to me about those.
I've never
motherfuckers.
tried fluff.
Marshmallows to me are like gum.
Marshmallows are fucking.
They don't
evil.
make sense. Why am I gonna put something in my mouth? that
Bitches
don't
will
make
choke
sense?
you to death.
Yo, I never
Evil
tried
fucking
fluff, but
marshmallow.
I want to.
I tried fluff once and I hated it.
Fluff? What the
is
fuck are
it?
you talking about?
The fucking
This is
melted
marshmallow that's already.
Oh, the whipped shit. I
Peanut
don't
butter
like the way that
fluff
shit
sandwiches.
tastes.
No, it don't taste right.
It tastes weird, bro. It's
Man.
just like when you make products into certain versions of products that they should never be made into.
I'm so fucking hungry now. This is a horrible segment, Derek.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm hungry too. And
I'm hungry as shit.
I still
All right.
take Derek home.
Oh yeah. All right. So that's been our episode this week. Check us out on Tumblr and Twitter and Facebook and the Podbean
And YouTube.
and YouTube. And get ready for Smoking Movies with Dre coming in December.
And iTunes. We always forget about iTunes.
We're on
iTunes is there.
iTunes. So for all you Apple people, which I have Apple and I still forget that I fucking can get that shit. But yeah, so check out all of our shit.
Bob will be back next week.
Yes, Bob will be back next week. If you didn't realize, Bob has not been in this episode. So yeah.
Yeah.
Check us out next week for Bob. He'll be back. Yeah. All right. Have a good night. Peace out.
Do it.
Good night.
Night.
Just do it.
Good night. Here's Sam.
Meow.